Most people think being creative artist is about inspiration, but for me it's about discipline, health, and focus. I'm full-time drum and bass producer, and right now I'm finishing an album. And this video is real look into how I structure my day, what I do in a day, so that I can finish as much music as possible without burning out. Good morning. So I just finished transcendental meditation and woke up, and I had a feeling that I could record day in the life, and I wanted to do this quite a long time ago, but I just didn't feel is the right moment. And if there is something I learned on my creator career and like also like releasing music and stuff, which get me where I am now, it is that if you are thinking about something that you want to start doing it someday, maybe it's the right time to start doing it today or as soon as possible, because you might be postponing it and then it might not even happen. So today I want to do power yoga, and I also want to do just 30 minutes, and yeah, something stronger, maybe the agony and the ecstasy to have really energetic morning.
Friends, and welcome to the agony and the ecstasy. And forgive me for what we're about to do. I really don't mean to torture anybody. On the contrary, my intention is to uplift you, to help you become amazed by what you can do, because I may not know who you are, I may not know where you are out there in the world, but I know that you're a human being, and as a human being, you are capable of amazing things. We have amazing bodies, we have amazing minds. With whatever limitations they may have, they are still capable of doing amazing things. It's just that sometimes we have to work in a slightly agonizing way in order to experience the ecstasy of realizing our full potential.
That was definitely agonizing and ecstatic. I just wanna say what I love about these yoga exercises and like programs, that is that usually during the class they are talking about different like quotes and like things that make you really think. And at the end of the class he said that you're responsible for how you feel, because the world around you is happening and you are responsible for how you are reacting to the world. And you can change your state within few minutes, whether it's through breath or whether it's through exercise. And as you change your state with exercise, meditation, breath work, you are stepping into like different state of being, which makes you not like doubt everything and feel always like down. You are stepping into state where you start to trust yourself, that you are capable of more than you thought that you are. And then you start doing things which you maybe once dreamed of, and then your life is just better and happier. So yeah, and also the reason why I do yoga exercises now is that I reflected at the start of the year what didn't work very well last year and what I overthink and stress about. And because I'm working on album this year, which I would like to finish within 2 to 3 months. I already have 4 tracks, which are in the polishing phase, and then about 20 other tracks, and then I'm gonna choose what tracks I wanna put on the album, and then the other ones I maybe release. But for me, as I work from home and I also exercise at home, and most of the things I do at home, except running, and sauna and pool. But I already mentioned this in my last video, but when I want to finish as many tracks as possible and also have other responsibilities which I need to take care of, then going into gym, it takes me too much brain power and like it's too distracting for me. And when I do yoga at home in the morning, then I don't have to think about exercising anymore during the day. And I can just focus and be in the flow on the creative things. And maybe if I need to decompress myself a bit and like chill out, then I would go for a walk or just do some light stretching in the evening. But I already did my strength training or cardio in the morning, and then the rest of the day I can be fine, because exercising and like health is important for me because I perform better. It's who I am, because when I started learning production in that time, like 10 years ago, I was extremely angry and annoyed and irritated, and I didn't have any patience to do something hard. And I wasn't very, I had a lot of social anxiety and a lot of overthinking and paranoia. And so from that reason, even when I like stop doing the things that I do for my health, brain and body, I start to feel a little irritated and yeah, someone might say that I'm too sensitive, but I can really feel it when I don't eat well, like clean, certain foods, and when I don't move my body, because most of the day I just sit and make music or do content. And content, you can do content also from sitting if it's not content about exercising. So yeah, I really need to make sure that I move my body and take care of the stuff. I just started taking in the morning before breakfast this spirulina, artichoke, milk thistle, L.A., curcumin, astaxanthin, phosphatidylserine, and also sulforaphane. And yeah, consistently I take reishi and lion's mane. And then after breakfast, I take some other supplements, which we might get over later, but there is a bit of tablets which I can talk about in future. Let me know in the comments if this is something that you're interested in. Otherwise, I won't be talking about it on this channel. But yeah, I'm pretty obsessed with improving cognitive function and detox and stuff like that. So let me know in the comments if you are taking something like this, or if you even like care about these things. I'm super curious what people are watching my videos and what they do. So just let me know in the comments. Recently I found great recipe for buckwheat bread. It's just like fermenting. There is just salt, water, and the buckwheat. And then once it's fermenting, which are these bubbles, it's something like sourdough bread, which you are used to eating. Let me know if you also care about like not eating gluten, and like if you eat pastries, and let me know if you notice on yourself if you eat pastries and breads and stuff like this, or if you don't eat it. Right now I'm in the process of finding vocal for my track, because I have 2 tracks and both of the tracks have something with waking up. I'm gonna play you an example. Yeah, but then I have a track where the guy says something like "wake up, bitch" or something like that. Wake up. Bitch. Bitch. The process I need to go through now and find some vocal, or if it will not work the way I want, I'm gonna have to either find some vocalist or just use some text to speech or some AI to generate some vocal which might fit into the pre-drop. I want to show you something cool because this is very useful if you are a producer and don't want to go on certain sites. So I started using Refocus, which now I want to go on ChatGPT to, this is the thing. It blocked the ChatGPT and it also blocks YouTube. It makes me really use my own thinking rather than just go on ChatGPT and like brainstorming how or like what vocal I could put before the drop. In order to like unblock this, I would have to go on this app and like stop blocking for, but here I can put like just 1 minute. This prevents going into the labyrinth of when YouTube is trying to steal your attention, and on ChatGPT is the same. I can like start to like talking to it and like brainstorming, and then I might get easily overwhelmed. So this is extremely useful. I use it on my phone. On the PC, it's not that customizable. On phone, you can do like hard blocking where you like no matter what you do, you can't unblock it. But that can be sometimes you just need the app. So I have like 20-second delay. So I stop the blocking and then there is inhale, exhale, and then it waits another 15 seconds. So it makes me stop and think whether I actually want to go on Instagram or TikTok. And if I really want to do there, then I'm gonna have to wait 20 seconds. But it slows me down, and then I'm not going on social media and these distracting platforms as much. I found some focus, and I'm probably gonna have to spend more time finding it because I'm not really satisfied. I also used Suno to try to find something. I'm just gonna play a little teaser so you can see, but it's pretty shit. I don't like it. Yeah, not really the best. And I also tried to find some acapella, which sounds like this. Yeah, I'm gonna have to spend more time working. Afternoon is almost over. I finished 2 calls with my students, lunch with my girlfriend, and now I'm gonna probably spend some time finishing some music. I'm gonna take a break now. I'm probably gonna go for a walk. Something I learned from working a lot is that it's better to really just take 15 minutes and go outside and decompress a bit rather than going straight from task to task, because then I'm mentally drained. And anyway, I sometimes I use a trick I learned from Andrew Huberman to like go outside and like look at your palm and then look far in a distance, and like this you do this for like 1 minute, like close and far, and then you close your eyes for 1 minute, and then you just focus on body sensations, and help you this should help to ground you, and like this you can switch between tasks better. But anyway, it's way better to just go outside and just have a small walk without phone, without music. Just really detox yourself from digital space for a while. And it's like extremely powerful. But sometimes it's not possible to like do these walks. Sometimes you have to work immediately, and at least one inhale and exhale helps. It's better than nothing. I just finished meditation after workday. I usually do this before dinner, and it helps me to calm myself down. And when I do it, I actually tend to do more creative things even in the evening. But sometimes I'm a little bit tired after it, like 5 minutes, because it's pretty intense. I'm just repeating certain word in my head, and then it's something like if I would fall asleep, but I'm like conscious. But it's like extremely deep relaxation. Like you are just aware of your thoughts, and you are like sometimes super vivid thoughts, like if it was a dream, but it's like thoughts and sometimes like ideas and like really cool ideas and which I'm sometimes using, and it's super fun. This is the bread. I'm super happy for the result. For some people, it's just a bread, but for me, this is really, I don't know. I really like when I can eat something I made. Just spent like 2 hours practicing chords because honestly, I've been trying to find style that really hits me hard. And like, yeah, I kind of like neurofunk. I like playing it live, and I also like making it. But I don't make tunes that makes me do like wow, you know. Um, I like to really listen tunes that hit hard emotionally. And like, I might give you example, but I've been practicing the chords, uh, so that I can create the style I want. It takes some time to really shift from trying to do like heavy neurofunk slash jump up into something that's more melodic and that's more like emotional. I still want to make it heavy, like emotional, dreamy, euphoric, heavy. And yeah, I'm just trying to make it work. And hopefully soon it will all start to make sense. It already starts to make sense, but I just wasn't able to do drone based track, which really like this is it. I'm really proud of it, you know. So I'm practicing chords like this. I just try to find some tracks that I really like, and I try to just like recreate the melodies or chords. And when it goes well, I also do bootleg out of it so that I can release some stuff in between. I work on the album. I plan to finish the album within like 3 months, and in between, I wanna put focus onto bootlegs so that I can give you some music, guys. Yeah, I just have like playlist full of like house or techno. You know, I can't really describe it. I'm not gonna play all of the songs. I also wanna surprise you. It's just that I'm not leaving heavy drum bass. I still like bangers and like very clean and punchy and aggressive drum bass. But I am missing these things in my own music. I'm obsessed with it few months already, trying to like make the style that would really make me happy. And I feel like if I solve this, then everything will start to make sense and I'll finally feel aligned in this area. Just reading Turning Pro by Steven Pressfield. He wrote the book War of Art, which is talking about resistance, which is something that is pulling you off the thing that you are trying to work on. And Turning Pro is um, like upgraded version of that book, where it's more actionable. And for example, I like this sentence: what we get, sorry, I read it again. Fuck. What we get when we turn pro is we find our power, we find our will and our voice, and we find our self respect. We become who we always were, but had until then been afraid to embrace and to live out. That's exactly what I was talking about this morning. You always wanted to do something, but you just not being brave enough yet to embrace it and to really start doing what you want. And yeah, that's why I love reading books. I recommend that you read at least like 5 pages a day. it takes you 10 minutes to read 5 pages, honestly. And if you start using pen or your finger to read sentences like this, then you're gonna read way faster as if you would read just with your eyes. So yeah, this is extremely useful. I like using Kindle app, which I have on my iPad, because then I can like highlight, and then I'm using different apps to extract the notes, and then the notes are repeating daily, like random. But then I can also read the notes in my notes app, and this helps me to really understand the concepts and the information. To calm myself down before sleep, I always try to wind down at least 1 hour, so I stop working at least 1 hour. I now created a routine where I will have like 2 hours before sleep. I will just stop working and focus on doing some restorative, like yoga, like just something like relaxing, like yin yoga, reading a book. And now I started doing breath work, 4 seconds inhale and 6 seconds exhale. And I do it with this headband, which measures my brain waves, and I see it in the app. It shows me how much I was distracted during the breath work and how much I was able to stick into the pace of the breath. And it gives me data about like how much of like how much blood is going through each part of my brain, and also if I'm like too aroused or too sluggish or too like tired. It's not like necessary, but it gives me a lot of data. And this is also for something called neurofeedback, which you are basically training your brain to focus using feedback of your brain waves. This is something I'm really obsessed about, and I really enjoy doing this. After breathwork, I started doing physical journal. So I will just brain dump everything that's in my head. It might be gratitude, it might be answering some deep question, it might be just making sense of things that aren't clear to me. I do it now for almost 3 years straight, but until now, I've been doing it that I've been using digital notes. So I've been taking my phone and I've been using Obsidian app, which is note-taking app, and I had template of questions which I've been filling out, like what can I improve tomorrow? What did I learn today? What am I grateful for? What is the most story-worthy moment of the day? But yeah, it's still digital work. And before bed, I try to really avoid screens. And I really try to be disciplined in this, because when sleep is not right, and when my sleep is not good, then no matter how many coffees or how many nootropic supplements you take, then it's not really the same as if my sleep is like 90%, 100% good. So that's why I try to wind down like 1 to 2 hours before sleep, because you can watch people like Matthew Walker or Brian Johnson. Um, Brian Johnson has really great sleep tips. If you do wind down like this, your heart slows down and then your sleep is better, more efficient. You have more deep sleep, more REM sleep. You detox your brain, then you don't stress so much. You perform better. You are capable of doing more. You have more mental energy, better mood, you are less hungry. Sleep is #1 priority. And yeah, that's to wrap this day. I'm super happy I finally took the action and recorded this day. I didn't want to spam you with unnecessary stuff. Let me know, guys, what you liked about this and what you didn't like about this, and like what can I do more of in videos like this. Maybe I also gave you too many insights or too many things I learned. You can also tell me if it's too much. I'm super interested to know what you are doing. If you are doing journal, what helps you have better sleep, whatever. If you do breath work, let me know in the comments, and I'm gonna see you in my next video.